And I'm so happy for her to get the $28 flipping million.
It's safe to say that the Indiana Fever and the whole WNBA are in complete shock after Caitlin Clark revealed some ridiculous contract. Facts, honestly, it's time for someone to call out the league for its budget gymnastics.
Elected officials, corporate, private equity, everybody like, how do I get into the WNBA and how do I invest and can I have an expansion team or can I invest in a current team?
When agreeing to her second four-year contract after the 2024 rookie season made the WNBA more well-known than ever. Before, the whispers said that salaries had been cut by 20% since it seemed the league couldn't afford to pay up.
When we look at player salaries, people wonder, why are NBA player salaries 100 times higher than WNBA salaries? Because the TV money was 100 times higher in the NBA than it was in the WNBA.
Knowing her value and refusing to accept anything less, Caitlin did what any respectable superstar would have done. She requested a contract rewrite that would increase her compensation and benefits to reflect her influence.
Of you and what you've done on the court. But what you've done on the court has far exceeded what you've done in our community and around this country and getting little girls excited about playing basketball. But no place has it been better and felt more than at the University of Iowa Children's Hospital. So here today, I just want to let you know, you are the AP National Player of the Year.
But what exactly is in this game-changing deal? And how are the other players, especially angelic figures like Angel Reese, handling it? Let's get into the juicy details. And sure, it was risky because once one player gets a better deal, the others will follow. However, the league couldn't afford to lose her, so they folded.
I'm done with my first professional season and so much has happened. And
without further ado or needless drama, let's get right to the point. Caitlin Clark's four-year WNBA contract is worth an incredible $338,500.
The NBA. So I was like, oh, what's she going to get paid? Because finally, you can get a real paycheck. And then I saw it and I was like, this can't be right. Because this is what it is. In the first year, Caitlin Clark will earn $76,535.
$65.35 for 2025 alone, generating $7,820 in revenue. This is a power play where the Feed has locked down their franchise, not just a smart clause. It's not often you see this level of dedication for a rookie, but the Fever obviously know they have a generational talent who is worth every penny, not to mention the drama that goes on behind the scenes while Caitlin plays superstar, making sure they have stability while keeping their options open if things change down the road. Means she's not just another player, she's the cornerstone of their future. The new deal was in the news, although it's possible that the WNBA has been cutting compensation and alleging financial difficulties. Caitlin wasn't buying it because she knows she's not just any rookie.
Caitlin Clark effect. We now have people wanting to watch golf because of her. We saw the kind of offer that Ice Cube made to Caitlin to play in the Big Three. That is $5 million to play 3 months.
Since being selected first overall by the Indiana Fever on April 15th, 2024, Caitlin's popularity has skyrocketed. Her games pack arenas, her highlights dominate social media, and her jersey sales are off the charts. When the league tried to pull the word broke card, Caitlin called their bluff and demanded what she deserved. And guess what? They caved. This wasn't just about money. Caitlin wasn't going to let the league undervalue her or treat her like she didn't matter. Her boldness forced the WNBA to take notice. And it's not just hype, the numbers speak for themselves. Since her signing was announced on April 27th, Fever merchandise sales have increased by an absurd 57%, and her jersey has been the league's top seller for 2 consecutive months. In addition to setting milestones, Caitlin is leading the WNBA into a new era, following in the footsteps of legends like A.A. Wilson and Jack Young.
3.4 million people watched the WNBA All-Star Game. That was a reported 300% increase, and that's via Women's Hoops Network from 2023. So the game is definitely picking up attention, and we know Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese are a big part of that, but also the current stars who have been.
Let's now discuss viewership. Games that feature when compared to similar matchups. In 2023, Caitlin's ratings increased by 35%. The Fever's May 2024 opening game attracted 1.3 million viewers on ESPN, the most ever for a regular season game, which is beneficial for more than just Caitlin. That's revolutionary for the entire league. Sponsors like Gatorade and Nike are boosting their investments in the WNBA as a result of her. She is more than simply a player. She is a living example of what women's basketball can achieve, and her influence extends beyond that. Nobody anticipated how Caitlyn's presence would lift her comrades' athletes, such as Kelsey Mitchell and Melissa Smith. Their social media followings have skyrocketed. They are receiving endorsement deals, and they are being presented with opportunities that they could not have imagined only a year ago. In addition to taking center stage, Caitlyn is drawing attention to herself by demonstrating what happens when a real leader steps up to the plate.
Released the all-star rosters on Tuesday. Both Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese made the 12-women roster that will be taking on Team USA in Phoenix later this month. So the impact of both rookies cannot be over.
Not to mention the social media craze she sparked when Caitlyn scored 30 points against the Las Vegas Aces in June 2024. The hashtag Caitlyn effect trended for almost a day after she posted a single 10-word tweet about how she converted someone into a WNBA fan, garnering over 250,000 likes in a single day. Her viral TikToks received over 50 million views of her ridiculous three-pointers and no-look passes. In addition to dominating the court, Caitlyn Clark is also attracting millions of casual fans online and signing that historic contract, 4 years of lodging for $338,500. She travels in comfort rather than crammed economy seats, so she can provide her best performance. This isn't about luxury, it's about outcomes. In the WNBA, where resources are typically shared, the Fever also surrounded her with elite trainers, nutritionists, and mental performance coaches who are solely focused on her development. However, for Caitlyn, the Fever went Allen because they know she's not just any rookie, she's the applause future, and holistic support has been a game share. 247 mindfulness coaching sessions are available to Caitlyn. Most novices are left to fend for themselves, but not Caitlyn, who has access to recovery specialists and all the tools she could possibly need to stay at the top of her game. Her contract establishes a new benchmark for how teams should spend in their athletes, demonstrating that success is about the person behind the numbers rather than just the numbers. The disparity between her contract and the typical rookie contract is astounding. The majority of rookies make $74 to $35 a year with few benefits. In addition to being better, Caitlyn's deal is revolutionary because it recognizes her worth as the league spokesperson and possibly even as the face of the sport. But here's the really amazing part. This isn't just a victory for Caitlyn, it's a change in the way women's basketball is run and valued. Her contract isn't a one-time event, rather it's a blueprint for what's possible. Other players, their agents, and even rivals are taking notice and pushing for comparable terms in their contracts.
She'll be the biggest female star ever because she can pull up from the parking lot.
She is a killer. She is stone cold.
Caitlin, man, she's a phenomenon. She's the best female collegiate player ever.
Caitlyn Clark is capable of magical.
Begin with ticket sales. Since Caitlyn signed her contract on April 27th, 2024 Fever games have become the most popular ticket in town. Attendance at home games has increased by an astounding 41% in comparison to the previous season, with 5 straight sellouts in May alone, marking a franchise first. This isn't just a spike in the numbers. Arenas bring in louder fans, more energy, and a home court advantage that helps all of the team's players. So while some players may look down on her expensive contract, they are also enjoying the benefits of playing in front of sold-out crowds, and their sponsors are still throwing money at the Fever as if they are the only team in the league. Coca-Cola and Gatorade have increased their investment, with Nike even including Caitlyn's name in their renewed partnership clause in June 2024. These sponsorship dollars fund better facilities rather than just spruce up jerseys. If someone is upset about Caitlyn's benefits, they could want to have a look at the updated locker rooms and thank her afterwards. The team as a whole benefits from better training programs and resources.
It is a little that Bird Magic moment, if you recall, from 1979 when those two rookies came in from a big college rivalry, one white, one black. And so we have that moment with these two. But the one thing I know about sports, you need rivalry. That's what makes people watch. They want to watch games of consequence between rivals. They don't want everybody being nice to one another.
And Caitlyn's jersey sales broke records in just 2 weeks, making it the league's top seller. As a result, athletes like Angel Reese were envious of her, and her branded merchandise is selling out 63% faster than it did in 2023. This is about the Fever being a marketable powerhouse that benefits all players, not just Caitlyn's personal brand. When the team is making a lot of money, even if Caitlyn is the one attracting fans. And let's not overlook the wider problem the WNBA has fought for years to be Relevant in a male-dominated sports industry, what propels growth in any league star power, the NBA became a worldwide powerhouse thanks to LeBron James. Tennis reached new heights thanks to Serena Williams, without players like Caitlin Clark. Making headlines, selling out games, and signing historic contracts, the WNBA runs the risk of becoming mired in the same old rut. Her marketability not only boosts her, but also the league. This is the truth. Magic Johnson rejuvenated the NBA, while Larry Bird was a star at every pivotal point in sports history. Serena redefined what it means to dominate tennis, and Caitlin Clark is doing that for the WNBA. Critics can complain all they want about team equality, but the truth is that her contract is pushing her team, her league, and the sport to unprecedented heights. Caitlin is more than just a player. She is the model for the WNBA's future, and for that the critics should be grateful.